Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Anything to show off my cheap little fan that I bought. So, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to unbox my first Ipsy Plus and give you my first impressions because I used every product that was in the box today for the first time, and I'm just going to give you my first impressions about them. So let's get right on into it, shall we? Okay guys, so the next product I got is this Go-To Face Hero Powerful and Protective Face Oil right here. It's in a nice glass container. It's 1 fluid ounce. It's got a really nice thick consistency to it, as you can see. Doom, doom, doom. I could probably do that all day. Boring enough. easily entertained. Let's read about this bad boy, shall we? And I did wear it today. I put it on as part of my facial care before I, put makeup on, of course, and it went on really nice. It smells like the Sunday Riley stuff that came in the Allure. I don't know if you've ever smelled it. It's got a really interesting smell. I don't really know how to explain it. It smells interesting. That's what I'm going to say about it. It is valued at $34. It is supposed to help combat fine lines, dark spots, and early signs of aging, and no worries about residue. Well, I used it today. It went on fine. Smelled a little funny to me, but I think it worked really well. I'm going to have to use this for a few days to see if it really does anything to my skin. My skin's not too sensitive, but there has been certain things that have been on my face that I've broke my forehead out. And do you see the size of this forehead? This forehead does not need to be breaking out like that. It's not good. It's not good. And I'm going to talk about my forehead some more in the video. I know. Anyway, overall, my first impressions, like it. Big bottle, awesome, great, super duper, paper scooper. Moving on. Okay, so the next product that I got is this Yinza Color and Face Tone Up Primer. It's Essential Glow. I'm going to read a little bit about it. It says that it helps correct and blur fine lines, pores, and uneven skin texture, all while giving you a subtle highlight. So I gave it a good try today, and I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised, because if it doesn't work with my everyday foundation that I use, then it's not going to work for me. Because I mean, some products, some primers work better with different foundations. That's been, my experience with it anyhow. But I will say that this worked really good with my Lancome, and I think it really did kind of give me a natural glow, even after everything, the powder and the bronzer and everything that I put on. And I did put a little bit of highlight on today, but it was a very light highlighter, but I feel like my skin's pretty glowy. Now, as far as not sinking into your wrinkles and stuff like that, I feel like it really did blur around my eyes here. But as far as my forehead, but I'm super paranoid about my forehead. I feel like the product sunk in a little bit and it didn't really blur that out. But, I'm sensitive about it. I mean, I have a forehead. It's big, so I don't like things settling into it. But I'm going to have to leave down in the comments what I think about it after wearing it for several hours. I've only been wearing it for a couple, and so far so good. I'm really pleasantly surprised because I have been using the Stila Sheer Illumination, and let me tell you, this stuff is bomb.com with my foundation again. I know that some foundations do not go good with certain primers. I had the hardest time figuring out the right combination for me, and I finally did, and I don't want to mess with it, but I have to say, so far so good on you, Yinza. And this is worth $35. Okay, moving on to the next product. I'm going to go with the lip liners first. I got 2 lip liners here. One in the color, I try not to say but I'm umming it up right now, guys. Enjoy. I got Duo, I got a pencil duo in Lust and Media. Value $21 each, so $42 for the 2 pencils. These are large pencils. I wore them on my lips today. I did put a little lip gloss over them, which was this ColourPop in the color Dreamaholic right here. It's just kind of like a purplish lavender. I have to have gloss. I can't stand to have really dry lips. So I used the darker color as like my liner, and I brought it in some, and then I went in with the lighter color right here. And I'll go ahead and swatch these on the back of my hand. It's hard to tell on camera that there's a difference. Even in person, it's a little hard. So just kind of, you can see where this one is darker than this one. But I have to say they performed great. They both went on real smoothly, and I'm digging it. So I'm very happy with these. Next is mascara that I got. I'm going to go turn to the page that is the mascara so I can tell you about this and tell you what my first impressions are. I cannot pronounce this. It is Il Maquillage. That is what I'm going to that's what I'm going to call it, okay? Yeah. It's Icon High Volume and Intense Curl Mascara. I used it today. It has a silicone brush on it. I have false lashes on right now. Guys, I wish this mascara did what my false lashes do for me. Like it kind of claims it does, but for my eyelashes, it didn't do diddly squat. It worked great on my bottom lash line and on the inner corner lashes, you know, getting those up. But overall, this is not the kind of brush that works well for me. It's a mascara. It's nice and smooth, and that's in that way. And some mascaras work really like this work really good, and these kind of ones work really good. I need a big fluffy brush because I don't need just volume. I need like just, you know, I just need my eyelashes to explode, you know. But I've been so spoiled with using falsies that, you know, it's not like I really care. But the Chanel mascara that I have puts this one in the dust. So this one for me is not something to write home to your mama about. Okay? Last but not leastly, we got an eyeshadow palette in here, and it is the Wondrous Seascape by Wonder Beauty. This is the little package it came in, and these are the colors. And it has a nice cute little mirror right here. I'm not going to try to show that too much. I'm going to name the colors. We have Champagne Harbor, Sea Salt, Golden Reef, Sand Dollar, Seafoam, and Coastal. Now I am wearing most of those colors on my eyes today, and I'm just going to tell you real quick I'll tell you how I used them, but I'm going to go ahead and swatch them real quick. So I'm going to swatch the top row. So this is Champagne Harbor. Lift up the sleeve there. Need more arm. The next one is Sea Salt. It's actually in the corner of my eye right here, which looks like the color of my skin, but trust me when I say it's very shimmery. And the last color on the top row is Golden Reef, and it is a very coppery gold. I did not wear that one today. On the bottom row, we have Sand Dollar, Seafoam, and Coastal, and I'll show you those one more time before I swatch them. Sand Dollar is the only matte in here, and it's really skin tone color. It's a little darker than my skin tone, of course, but one day I'll have my Texas tan back. But it went on really smooth. I did use this. The Seafoam is like a kind of like a greenish. It's hard color for me to. It looks like seafoam. No, can't really see that well, but it has kind of like a little lime greenish tint to it, and this, you know, kind of goldish silvery. Yeah, I'm over explaining it. Last color, Coastal. I mean, it's blue. It's blue, blue, blue. It is dark blue. It is beautiful to me. I love it. Okay. All right. So let's get into what my first impressions of it and putting on my eye. Of course, I started with Sand Dollar all up in my crease. You can't too much see it. I put, of course, the Coastal on the outer corner of my eye, and I brought it into my crease. But I've been wearing it for about an hour now, and if you can see, it's kind of disappearing there. I'm not really sure what that's about. And if you mess with it too much, that I noticed, it just kind of dissipates. It just kind of disappears. I don't really know how else to explain it. It becomes more of a gray instead of a blue. The next color, I went right next to that blue with that Seafoam, which I had to use wet because I tried to pick it up with a dry brush and it was not coming. It goes great on the finger. If you want to apply with your finger, probably too would be great, but it would not go on a brush to save my life. So I had to get my brush wet. I used the Anastasia Dewy Set, and I went in with that Seafoam, and it worked. It worked perfect. It worked great. And the color that I used on the rest of my inner corner right here was the sea salt, which is this pinkish rose gold. And this one, again, I use this one wet, but you can kind of use this one dry too. It picked up a little bit better on the brush, but I would suggest to use it wet. So overall, I really enjoyed the palette. I feel like Coastal had a little bit of fallout. I always do my eyes first, so there's your warning there. I like the palette. I think it's a really cute thing just to grab and go if like you're going somewhere quickly and you just want to put a little pop of color on your eye. I think this stuff is awesome, and it's perfectly small and it's ready to go. So what do I think overall over my first Ipsy Plus box? If you haven't guessed already, pretty dang awesome. The value of all the products added together was $161. I put all that on my face today. I feel like everything performed pretty well. The only thing I would definitely do a hard pass on is the mascara. For me, it doesn't work. It does not work well for me. But other than that, I love my products. Definitely worth the $25. I'm super stoked that I got Ipsy Plus. I'm super stoked, dudes. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up. And if you like my content and you want to subscribe, well, you can do that downstairs, down there somewhere, over there. I'm not really sure. Okay. But anyway, guys, until next time, I shall see you later. Ta-ta, bye-bye.